Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
All right. It's DJ NEHPETS, WPWX, Power 92 Chicago. All right, I'm going to start off right. What's poppin'? It's your boy DJ NEHPETS talking to the legendary and my frat brother of Phi Beta Sigma, Blair Underwood. That's right. That's right. You know how we do this. Hey man, he's from the new Hulu horror flick called Bad Hair, and I thank you for spending some time with us, man. As always, you kill on screen, man, with your experience. You just always been on point. But share with me your experiences with your hair in the corporate consciousness and the reason why you wanted to be a part of this film, man.
Ooh, DJ, man, great talking with you. Thank you for that. Thank you for the introduction. You know, the thing is, because I'm an actor, there's not really so much of a corporate consciousness. You know, I just, whatever the character needs, I'm gonna kind of flow with it. You know, this movie is set in the 1980s. So the 80s, I know I personally went through all kinds of different hairdos. You know, I was in my 20s and 30s. I was trying stuff all the time. I tend to go just more with the not now, but like either lower cut or whatever else. I like the locks. I've had locks a few times, different roles I've played. I was doing Othello on stage 2 years back, and I had these long dreadlocks down my back. So I love that look. But nah. So, but it's a thing. It's a thing in Black culture. You know, our hair, what our hair means to us, and I think maybe more so than in other cultures. But it's deep. So when Justin Simien came along, and Justin Simien, who created and wrote and produced Dear White People on Netflix, wrote and directed and produced this one too. I thought it was a brilliant way to tell a story about placing this hair possession genre that comes out of Japanese filmmaking and Korean filmmaking, but to put that in Black culture and just set up that world and let us play inside of it was amazing.
Definitely. And you did your thing playing our father, man. It's especially taking it back to the African ancestral roots. Of who are, you know what I'm saying? And like I was telling people before, everything is spiritual, and it's spiritual warfare too. It's always something out to get you and take you away from your true calling. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Absolutely. No, that's right. And it's why I jumped at the chance to be in the film, but also to play that character who really introduces and explains the mysticism of it and the mythology of the world in which you know we're living right now in this story. So it kind of gives that undercurrent, that hopefully that gravity to the film that I very much want to be a part of.
Definitely. You brought it. You definitely brought it. If I could ask you, if you could speak to the young Black children with kinky hair and sometimes unmanageable, quote unquote, what would you say to them children right now?
Man, I would first and foremost, I would say love your hair, love yourself, love your skin color, whatever shade it may be, light or dark. It doesn't even matter. Love who you are. Love what God created. And that speaks especially to your hair, however it comes out of your head. You know, my father used to always say, just manage. I always loved to have a natural anyway. He said, just manage it. He said, at least brush it so it looks like it's going all the same direction. But just, you know, take care of it. Take care of it. As you get older, you may start losing it. So take care of it for as long as you can so that you got it. But most importantly, love it. Love it. Never be ashamed of your kink, of the kinkiness, of its coarseness. Love that, because that's who we are. To me, that represents strength anyway. The strength of that coarseness, the strength of that kinkiness. So embrace all of that.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you for spending some time with us over at Power 92 Chicago.
Blue
Phi,
you know.
All day. And to all the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma, y'all see what he's doing. Y'all make sure y'all run the numbers up. Bad Hair. Right, on Hulu. Make sure y'all watch it 3,000 times, all right?
October 23rd, right before Halloween, week before.
Absolutely. Thank you, my brother.
All right, DJ, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Blue Phi in the house. Sigma.
Yes. Cool. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do it right. What's poppin'? It's your boy DJ NEHPETS talking to Chicago's own Lena Waithe and the beautiful Elle Lorraine from the new horror movie Bad Hair. All right. So thank y'all for spending some time with us. Lena, you did a banging ass job on this film right here. But tell me about your experiences with your own hair and life that led you to want to be a part of this wonderful film playing Brooklyn. What's up with that?
You know, I think every Black woman has had a lot of experiences with hair, you know, and when I was growing up, you know, it was like like, I mean, I was born in '84, but really remember things happening early '90s. There was just a thing. They had something called Just for Me. I mean, it was like literally like relaxer for little black girls, but it wasn't much difference between what was in there and what they put in our mom's relaxer. So it was all just as strong and so many chemicals, and it just was like hell. It was not fun, and it was really about conformity. It was really about get the hair, like, is your little girl's hair unruly? It's like, yeah. So, you know, and I think that's sort of how I identified it, like with my hair. It's like, oh, it's unruly, it doesn't behave, it is bad. And then eventually I had to realize, like, no, like my hair is beautiful, it's good, it's amazing. Obviously I grew locks, and then decided to cut it all off. So I think it's really a personal spiritual journey that we have with hair. And I think that's why we all love Solange's anthem, Don't Touch My Hair. Because it really is, it's more than that to us. So that's what made me want to be a part of it. And I'm so happy that Justin Simien decided to do this story, because it's not the easiest story to tell. And I think he does a really beautiful job. And Elle is, like, I think the perfect vessel for all of us, you know, who experience all these things. We get to relive it through her amazing performance.
That's what I'm talking about. Elle, yeah, your screen skills was on point. You know what I'm saying? I love your passion, you know, and performance in the movie. And it
was coming from the real place of what I've been through.
That's it. That's all I was really about to ask. I mean, that real place, I mean, that came out of you during this whole production. So, you know, tell me about some of your experiences, though.
Yeah, you know, like Lena said, the hair journey is definitely a spiritual journey. Just like people are going through puberty and learning who they are, learning your hair is a part of learning your identity, especially when you've been detached from it since before you can remember, which is my personal experience. I'd been having perms since before my memory kicks in. And when I got older, I decided to go ahead and, you know, cut it all off and start over and learn who I am. And learn who I am from that point of view, where I embrace the whole me, this whole vessel. And you know, it's been tragic at times. It's been, you know, I've showed up places being like, oh God. I remember I went to an award show with a twist out, and by the time I made it to the table, my hair was like, really? Okay.
Right.
And it was a mess. So I struggled through that whole thing, being like, okay, you know, the Diana Ross where she's like, those right here. I was like, okay, you know. So it's been a journey, but I'm so grateful that I went on it, and I absolutely love my hair, and I love how I look as me, unfiltered and, you know, without any added parts. I'm the accessory.
That's what I'm talking about. And that all the beautiful, lovely ladies will take this interview to their hearts and learn that their hair is beautiful. And we thank y'all so much for spending some time with us. So at Power 92 in Chicago, you know how we do the South Side of the building right now. Hey, thank you so much. Y'all be out peaceful and bad hair. People watch it 3,000 times. Let's go.
Hey, yeah, October 23rd.
Chicago, stand up. Let's go.
Absolutely.
And H-Town.
Okay, H-Town too.
Okay. It's DJ NEHPETS, Power 92 Chicago, right here, you know, South Side of Chicago. All right, so I'm gonna kick it off, right? What's poppin'? It's your boy DJ NEHPETS talking to the legendary and beautiful Vanessa Williams and the lovely Laverne Cox from the new Hulu horror movie Bad Hair. So I appreciate y'all spending some time with us. Vanessa, please tell me about your experiences with your own hair and how that led into you wanting to be a part of this wonderful film playing Zora, the head woman in charge, and you killed it, by the way. So talk to me about that.
Well, Justin Simien, the writer and director, is the one who reached out to me and said, I'm working on this new concept and I want you to play this particular role, Zora. And it's all about a time where I lived. We're talking 1989, and I was an artist with an album out, dealing with BET and VH1 and MTV, and we're back into that world, but we're also talking about getting ahead in that world. And I play a character who makes Elle, who's the actress who plays our protagonist, I make her change her appearance in order to move ahead. And those are things that we as a people have dealt with for years. Our appearance, first, the first impressions that we make, how can we fit in? How can we assimilate? And this ticks off all of the same themes that we've been living with in the United States forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Laverne, In one of your instant interviews, you said that women should be able to wear their hair any type of way. Now, tell me about your experiences with your hair that led you to want to participate in this movie right here, Bad Hair, as Fergie. So talk to me about that.
I love Justin Simeon. I think he's a genius, and I'm so honored that I got to work with him, particularly on this film. Bad Hair is really, for me, about the psychic trauma of white supremacy and how that intersects with capitalism and our desire and need to survive in what bell hooks would call imperialist white supremacist capitalist patriarchy, and how we need to survive as Black people, and particularly as Black women, and thrive, and the ways in which our Blackness is devalued in that context, and the things that we do to shape shift to try to fit in to survive, and the trauma of that and the horror of that. It is a horrific experience, but I think this film is an opportunity to potentially heal and to exercise those demons of white supremacy. We can exercise and we can get them out, so we can be in this beautiful, amazing space of Black is beautiful, and everything and every way we want to wear our hair just being celebrated.
That's what's up. And yes, it is about spiritual warfare in that movie right there. And I thank you ladies for, spending some time with us over here at Power 92 Chicago. The movie is awesome. And everybody who watching this, watch it 3,000 times. All right. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank you.
Power 92.3 FM.